So our project basically comprises of three parts: data collecting, data communication, and data analysis. In the first part, there are three types of data are being collected, like voltage, temperature, and current from any part of the load in a microgrid. The voltage is fed to the voltage divider, and the current and temperature signal is fed to the ADC module, which convert the analog form to digital form. Then it is further fed to the Node MCU. In this simulation, you are using Arduino Uno in absence of Node MCU.
The collected data are forwarded to Node MCU with the help of 4-channel input ADC module. We use several data sets of different load conditions to train the data for data analysis purpose.
In Proteus, we can't use motor as load, so we use demo sources. Now here is the simulation. The temperature, current and voltages are 53.22 degrees centigrade, 13.53 ampere and 48.05 volt. Now we are changing it by these toggle switches. Now the value changes, you can see.
So this is our experimental setup. So we are using a PMDC machine for our microgrid as a load, and we are using armature voltage control to vary the speed of this machine, and we are using a buck chopper for controlling the armature voltage. As we all of you know that if we vary the duty cycle of the buck chopper, automatically the output of this chopper will vary, and similarly in our case armature of the PMDC machine is also getting different voltage. Now at the beginning we have a variac, and this is our controller. Okay, this is our controller, and this controller is feeding the PWM signal to our buck chopper for controlling the output voltage. So initially, as it is a standstill condition, there is no voltage we are having because our duty cycle is at the minimum position. Now if we vary the duty cycle slightly, duty cycle slightly, okay, now look, once we vary the duty cycle, now we are having some speed because now we are having some countable armature voltage, and as it is in no load condition, there is no load connected, our current is shown by, okay, so this is the armature current. As you all of you know, this is the basic chopper output current what we have. Now as it is in no load condition, now next we vary the duty cycle, slightly, and we can see the variation of the armature voltage and slightly the armature current also. Now this is in the no load condition, so we further enhance the speed as it is shown by this. Okay, so this is our speed. Now we can vary the operating speed by varying the duty cycle. So I request Dishari to please change the speed, set it around 1000. Okay, it's okay. Okay. Now it is around 1060 RPM, and this is the armature current what we got, and the voltage as it is shown in this multimeter. Okay, and we can see the machine is also running with 1060. Now I request Osmita to change the load, and slightly we can see the variation of the load in our CRO. So whenever she is loading the machine, we can see there is a deflection in the notches in the current waveform. So in our project, we take these two parameters, one voltage parameter and one current parameter, by using some voltage sensor and current sensor. And as we are using Arduino for our sensing and communication, so we have to bound our voltage and current within 5 volt. So we convert our current data into some equivalent voltage data within 5 volt, and we transmit that voltage and current to our processor Raspberry Pi with the help of Arduino and ESP8266 shield.
Taking the data from the setup through Arduino Uno, and this is the code of Arduino. Now I am uploading the code. This is uploading. After upload, the data will become in the serial monitor. Now there is the serial monitor, and we can see that the data is coming, and now the data is changing. We can see that. Yes. Now in this code we take the delay is 1 second, but for the microgrid 1 second is a huge time delay gap, but this is a prototype. For this reason we take this value. In case of microgrid or in case of original circuit, we will take the lower range of time delay.
Now we are coming to the communication. This is hardware setup, this is Raspberry Pi, this is cloud, and this is control room. At first, in hardware, we collect the train data in NodeMCU, and then it sends the data to Raspberry Pi through its own Wi-Fi module. Then again we collect the real-time data and sends it to the Raspberry Pi through NodeMCU.
Now come to the data analysis part. So here we are using supervised machine learning technique for analyzing the trained data which has been transferred from the NodeMCU to Raspberry Pi. As the collected dataset is continuous in nature, that's why we are using regression for analysis. The regression will determine the faulty nature of data comparing with the trained dataset through the deflection analysis.
Now data processing start in Raspberry Pi and it produces a result. This result uploaded in the cloud through Wi-Fi system, and this uploaded result fetched from the cloud and give a message to the control room about the fault prediction. By using Wi-Fi and cloud server system, here we maintain the remoteness characteristics.
Our project has more appropriate and specific results than other available technologies, and it can ensure more safer low-cost system which can detect the flaws of electrical system which alongside supports the maintenance of bigger plants.